Welcome to episode number 3. So last we spoke was around 4 days ago where we went from 50 members to 99 members. Today we are at 218 members. That's an additional 119 members in 4 days, which is double the number that we had previously. So I want to talk to you about how did we get there in 4 days instead of 2 weeks like last time, and what did we do right, what did we do wrong. I want to talk to you about the expenses, the financial breakdowns, the business breakdown, the audience breakdown, and Instagram ad breakdown. We did the paid ad. I want to break down that for you. What was the insights from that? And I'm going to talk to you about the plan moving forward. That being said, let's get into the screen. So episode number 3, business breakdown. Welcome again and let's begin. So what we're going to cover today is 1, financial breakdown. We're going to break down what's the income and what's the expenses of running this full community up to now. Point number 2, we're going to break down the audience. We're going to break down Instagram, Google, we're going to break down LinkedIn, Google, basically YouTube and so on. What's the stats on that? Point number 3, we're going to break down the Instagram ad. We ran an ad, the paid ad. We want to see what's the cost per website visit. What exactly happened with that ad? And we're going to talk about the next steps. So very quickly, let me show you the community right now. This is the community we have. We are at 218 members. Settings again. We're going to go to metrics. The engagement is much better than last time, by the way. I'm really proud and happy of the engagement because last time we had this challenge of people were not engaging much, but this time we have engagement. So you can see over here, last time we made the video was somewhere here maybe. Yes, it was somewhere here. And now here we are. How did we get this growth? This is what I want to talk about here. So back to the presentation. Let's go to point. The community members, it doubled in 3 to 4 days, almost 99 members to 218 members. And I said every doubling, I'm going to make an episode. And this is the episode we're making, which is episode number 3. And we just saw this. Number 1 was somewhere here. Episode number 2 is here. And episode number 3, which is right now, we are somewhere here. Where will episode number 4 be, which will be at 400 members. Let me change this to reading view so it's just larger for you. Moving on. So before we begin, I read this article 2 days ago. It was by Goldman Sachs. I'm sure you know Goldman Sachs. So it said that the total addressable market of the creator economy will be worth $500 billion by 2027, which is the next almost 3 years. So this is a growing market, as you can see. And this means we have massive opportunities in the online world. And this includes personal brands, it includes communities, online businesses, digital marketers. Anyone who has anything to do with the online world has massive opportunities in the next 3 years. And this is, just for perspective, right now, the GDP of the UAE is around 509 billion with the rank of 32. So just think about that. And the current size of the creator economy is almost half what it's forecasted to be, which is 250 billion. So the point, do something online. And I say this not very lightly because today I had a call with someone who wanted to work with Seyola, the company, so we can take their fruit and vegetables physical store to the online world. They were thinking of websites, how to do SEO, how will I do marketing online about that. And I asked him, why do you want to go online? Like you said, you're making enough sales offline. Why do you want to go online? He mentioned that he ran an ad on Instagram. By accident, he put auto and did not put a budget to it and ended up spending 20,000 dirhams, which is roughly $5,000 for 15 days. Of course, he put a duration limit, but no cap. And he kept it auto. So he said the amount of sales I got, the amount of followers I got, the amount of people who contacted me was insane. So it was a painful lesson for him. He spent too much, yes, but he also saw the potential. So I'm just sharing this story with you because if a physical store who had no plan on going online is starting to see the potential of the online world, there is something here. So moving on, we can begin now with the business breakdown. So the business breakdown, financial breakdown. I wrote down expenses sources. Income sources right now is none, of course, because we just started. But I want to keep on updating this every single time we double. So you can see how it's fine to go in the negative initially to then make up for it in the future. I just want to show you a live example of how a business is started and run with no audience. So you don't have that excuse, this is hard, this is impossible, because these episodes are exactly for that. So expense sources. Some of them are not necessary, but I just did it. The first expense source is Loom, very important for the videos we're recording and sending in the group. The second source is School, the community, of course, very important. The cost is over here. And the third source is an Instagram paid ads. Not important to do if you're starting out, but I did it just so I get what the market is looking for, some verification or validation of some certain ideas I had about this niche. For Google paid ads, just to see what people are searching on Google. And 5, to host the website. Not necessary if you're starting out. School can take over this part, but I had it from the beginning, so I just kept it as is. Income source, none. So this means that the gross revenue is 0. The expenses is around $250 till now, 920 dirhams. Net income is negative. And as I mentioned here, the ad costs were not needed, but makes the process faster. And it's more of learning money for me at this moment, but it's not needed. I just want to make this point. The website is debatable. We can debate that if it's needed or not, but not necessary. School takes over that. And you can run a community without those two things for 409 dirhams per month, which is $111 per month. Okay, fair. What about audience breakdown? I said that I'm going to start getting active on YouTube. And I've seen unusual activity on the last video, which is episode number 2, where YouTube decided to push it over here and got like 15 subscribers from this push. And it was fun. And I don't know why it happened. LinkedIn, I started posting somewhere here, but you can see these spikes growing. So I started posting daily, every 2 posts or 3 posts every single day. And you can see the engagement also kind of coming back to life. And for the X, what I do is basically what I post on LinkedIn. Just this week I started the X because I had a certain community over there. And some of them I assume, because there's no way to track this properly, but I assume came to the community from X because they have the same display picture. But if we take a total of 119 members, new members added to the community since last time, and I was promoting it on every single platform, I can safely assume that 90 members came from the ad, Instagram ad, because the biggest contributor was a paid ad. I'm going to show you why. X also could have been the second biggest because I just started posting about the community over here. So the rest I assume came from organic stuff, but 90 members came from the ad. So this would help us to break down the ad. This was the ad that I ran. This is the ad insights. The impressions, the plays, the profile visits from this ad, not much follows from this ad. I didn't get much follows because I've ran ads before. I get more follows on different kind of videos, but I got a lot of website visits, 380 website visits. And the cost over here is nice. Yeah, I mean, it's better than the Google cost, but the cost over here is nice. So if we assume that we got 90 members from this ad only, without the organic posts, and we got 380 website visits from this ad, so we can say the member conversion rate over here is around 23%. So this ad converts 23%. 10%, anything for me, anything at 10% is good. 15% is good. Below that is fine. This is good. I mean, it's good for me. It can be better, but it's good. But the cost per member over here is $0.91, which is around 3.33 dirhams. If I want to pay, for example, now I want to forecast in the future, I want 10 more members. I just times 10 this number. And I got this feedback from people who got the ad saying that the website is not loading. So if you have a school community, if you put the website like this website for any member that does not have a school account or is not in the group, redirects to the /about, basically /about over here. This kind of causes delay. So if you want to add a link in your ads, just add this to this and it's going to be faster. So this is how I found out about this small tweak over here and I fixed it. Moving on. I got positive feedback about this ad. So this ad is kind of good for me. I got validation. I got some information about what people want based on the interactions. I got really good people in the group, in the community. They showed up to the calls. Really happy to have met those people because they're interacting. They're exactly who we want to provide value to. And they're exactly the people that would get maximum value of this community. So that was the good part. So rough calculation over here is that if we want 500 members using Instagram ads only, I need to spend around this much dollars, this much dirhams to get to 500 members, which is not something I'm going to do right now, but this is the amount that we can forecast. And since it works, I'm going to rerun this ad once again, but not now. My priority is to record week number 1 of the videos, the educational videos, and then I may rerun this ad. By today's Saturday, by Sunday or Monday, I'm going to decide when exactly I'm going to rerun this ad because I need to get some things done before that. Moving on, the next steps. So this is something interesting and I have no idea how this would turn out, just for the record. And I don't know if it's going to be a good idea or not as well, but on Friday, we have a physical booth. You can see Seyola over here. So we have a physical booth where along many big names, where we're going to be presenting Seyola, the community, what we do, our services, and so on. So my idea over here is to print some flyers or a business card with a QR code on the back where you can enter the community. Like I'm going to talk to people. I'm going to see if they're interested in the community, enter the community, enjoy, let's talk, let's have fun, let's learn how to run a business and so on. My personal thoughts and expectations of this is nothing to happen, but it's worth a try. It's good to try. It's good to have some feedback. So this is why I'm doing this. And also maybe I'd explore potential B2B collaborations with these companies, which are big names, and to see if we could do something together in terms of community, online businesses, and towards the same cause that we have. So it's not a losing scenario. I don't have anything to lose, but there is potential for something to happen. But again, expectations are zero. I have no expectation going here, but I'm going to update you with the next episode about what happens here. But very exciting. It's nice to try and fun. So next steps. Target is 400 members. So double from here. The plan is to do more and nothing new. So I don't want to do anything new right now because everything is working. I just need to do more. I need to give it more time. So for YouTube organic, I plan to put a video every 2 to 3 days. We'll try to do this by next week. And I think YouTube has the highest leverage and ROI out of all these things. Ads, Instagram is good for ads. I don't feel like posting shorts because I've done that for the past 3 to 4 months. But I feel YouTube is really where you connect with people. Instagram is like Zap. It like zaps you on the screen and then they forget about you. But YouTube, I feel YouTube is really where you can provide massive value. And my type of content is to provide value and education to you and share my experiences. It's not that I want to capture your attention and go like a zap. So that's good for ads to redirect you somewhere else. But I think YouTube for now is going to be king. LinkedIn is nice. I like to share my thoughts and I'm starting to see some traction there. I'll try to write both daily thoughts on both platforms, which are LinkedIn and X. I just copy paste to both places, maybe some tweaks based on the audience. For example, here is more fun, less professional. So I changed some words when I copy and paste. And I want to release week 1 videos. It's the top priority out of everything I want to do because I think this is going to ignite everything up because members are joining, they're interacting, they're asking questions, they're coming on the calls. But once they get the education as well, and they understand exactly what week 1 is about, how to start your business and launch your business and so on, I think everything will just be amplified. That being said, if you have not joined the community, join the community. It's free. I'm going to be providing everything I have to you, and see you in the next episode.